So the Wii U's been around for a while now. It hasn't really been selling too much. It's improved recently with the releases of new bundles and a couple games, but I still want to sit here and talk to you guys about what Nintendo could do to improve the Wii U. Now, I'm not going to get into the hardware specifications because, I mean, that's already done. It's set in stone, and, it's already out there. So, you know what, we'll leave the hardware itself alone. But I just want to put it out there that Nintendo could have put in, better hardware, more horsepower, more RAM into it. I'm not saying that it had to be on the PS4 and Xbox One level, but it could have been better. And it still would have sold well, because we all know Nintendo's first party is where it's at. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is very, very important. It's crazy how it wasn't there in the first place. And honestly, if Nintendo's not working on it right now, I would be very surprised. And the first thing is just an account system. An account system to which I can log into my Wii U and have all my games right there. Because right now the games are just tied to the system. Your account is tied to the system. No, I want my account as an account. What happens if my Wii U gets all fucked up? Right? What happens? I lose everything. And I've downloaded quite a bit. So, yes, account system is the first thing on the list. That is very crucial. This isn't about, Nintendo's doing its own thing, Nintendo's different. No, this just needs to be done. Second thing I'm going to talk about here is an achievement system. It's not going to be called achievements, obviously. In Brawl, we had what was called challenges. And on the 3DS and the Street Pass, we have accomplishments. So I think accomplishments would be the way to go. And I stated this a while ago, at least, I remember that, is that Nintendo could be very unique with their accomplishment system. What they could do is they could tie it to Club Nintendo. So, you know how in achievements and trophies you unlock, at least with the achievements on Xbox, you unlock points. That just kind of accumulate. They're there. But Nintendo just take away a 0, and you can make it freaking coins on Club Nintendo. Each achievement could be 1 coin. One of the major achievements could be 5 coins. Not a large amount, but just something. Tie it to the Club Nintendo. Give us coins for, going through and completing stuff in the game. And that would be legit. That would be awesome. I would be all for that. And then, of course, you have your accomplishments and people can see your accomplishments. I guess it's not necessary, but it would just be extremely nice. And I think it's pretty much a standard nowadays. So next up, we got a big feature that everyone is talking about. It's also a standard. It's the cross-game chat. The ability to just talk to people who are online on your Wii U. Doesn't have to be playing the same game, just chat with your buddies. Come on. I am fairly certain this could be implemented in an update, and I would most definitely like to see it. I would most definitely use it. Another big thing that Nintendo has actually stated they're working on is the Virtual Console. Now, honestly, the Virtual Console should have been, miles ahead of where it's at right now. At the very least, within a month or two after the launch, they should have had at least all the stuff we had on the Wii carried over to the Wii U. You could transfer your data over, but they're going through and redoing them for Wii U, for off-screen play, this and that. We should have had pretty much the entire Wii Virtual Console library from the get-go. And honestly, that's what I expect right around now. Just at the very least, that library carried over, and then maybe some more. Let's be honest with ourselves. No company in this industry has the history quite like Nintendo does. And they could have, everything 64 prior that was a big release on the Virtual Console, and it would be awesome. It would be amazing. Now, something else Nintendo needs to do is have more non-gaming apps in there. Something, multimedia functionality of the Wii U. Come on, that's what we all want. We kind of want that one device that does everything. The Wii U, it does a bit, but it doesn't do that much. We still need a music player, some sort of app that plays, MP3s, MP4s. I know Young One Price has been bitching about that a lot, but yeah, I mean, honestly, that's something we need. So another thing Nintendo should do while they're at it, along with the whole multimedia topic, is unlock DVD playback on the Wii U. I mean, you could unlock DVD playback on the Wii, so I don't see why the Wii U would be incapable of doing it. But, I mean, that's something we should just have right now. It's something we should have. I'm not saying Blu-ray, just regular old DVDs. Just watch it on the Wii U. Stream it to the gamepad. That would have been pretty cool. Okay, another thing I'm going to list isn't really exactly like an obvious thing or, something that needs to be done. It's something I would like to see since YouTube is starting to get a little retarded. I'd like to see Nintendo change Miiverse into an even more, I guess, social, Nintendo-oriented community. Like, give us the ability to have videos on Miiverse. Some functionality that would let us capture our gameplay, upload it to Miiverse, and have it, I guess, similar to YouTube where people can, go, like, comment and stuff. I think if Nintendo just nitpicks the best features of each social network, we kind of got like a Twitter-ish thing going on there. I think if Nintendo can just nitpick more features from different social networks, Miiverse could be something like just out of this world. I think it could be so much better than what it is. It's great. I love it, but it could be a lot better. And I think video playback on Miiverse could be a very big thing, especially with YouTube kind of going like downhill from here. So I think there's a lot of potential behind that. That might just be me. I might just be crazy, but whatever. I mean, honestly, the last thing I can list here that's very obvious Nintendo's trying to do, at least I hope they are, is just, get more games on the Wii U. I mean, we know Nintendo's working on their first-party games, and we buy Nintendo systems for first-party games, but what I'm talking about is third-party. Third-party. So, I mean, like I just said, we buy Nintendo systems for Nintendo games, but let's be real, it's good to have your options open. It's good to have third-party games available, at your disposal. Yeah, it would be nice if I had that one system, which in my case would be Nintendo, where I can go to for all the first-party and third party I want, and basically have that just be my main system, hopefully my only system, but yeah, that would be pretty slick. And what few third party games have been going on to the Wii U, I've been picking them up. I mean, their sales are not that great. I've been picking them up new because I want to help. I don't think a lot of these developers are going to be coming back, to be honest, but to my fellow Nintendo fans out there, support the third party. Please. Nintendo is going to put the first party on the system no matter what. That's why I'm holding off on like some of the first party stuff till later, because I want to support the third party. I want to see more of that. That's not guaranteed. It's most likely going to run dry. It's probably not going to come back. So I guess enjoy it while it lasts, right? Okay, so the battery's dying. I'm going to end it right around here. And I know there's going to be some like hardcore balls to the wall fans, that might be posting comments and bashing this video. But guys, think about it. Like, we just let Nintendo slide. We let Nintendo, get away with a lot of stuff, and we just tell ourselves, oh, they can do this because it's Nintendo. Oh, I don't need cross game chat because it's Nintendo. It's like, no, this is stuff we should have. It should be there already. Honestly, we're missing a bunch of features. We're letting Nintendo slack off with this stuff because we just make exceptions, because we just let them slide because they're Nintendo. They do their own thing. Yes, this is true. Nintendo can do their own thing. They can come out with stuff like the gamepad, the dual screens, the 3DS, the 3D on it. I understand that. That's how Nintendo does their own thing. But as far as like software and apps and just features that should be there, that's stuff we should have. And the more of us speak up and talk about it, the more likely we are to get it. Nintendo fans, speak out. Make Nintendo listen. Anyways, it's PyroTakun. Out.